So, how old is your child, your daughter? Because that would tailor the suggestions that I would make in response to this, such as games that you could include, online websites and apps that are really good and safe to use, well, to include in your education with your daughter. Now, a lot of children are reluctant readers and writers. Anthony was himself. So with Nimue actually wants to learn how to read. And that is why I've started this with her at that age. I would normally wait until they were ready to do so and willing to do so, because that tends to work better. However, Nimue is at that stage earlier than I expected, which is why I've introduced the Peter and Jane books. And this is because she's doing a lot of games now with the dad on different platforms and using the Switch and stuff like that. And she wants to be able to read the instructions herself because she's seeing her older siblings able to do it. So she's wanting to learn at this early age. So I am just maximising on that. I am jumping on that opportunity because while the willing's there, I may as well do so. Whereas my eldest son, my 12-year-old son, he's still a very reluctant writer. And he was a reluctant reader, but again, games have spurred him on. And over the past year, he's actually wanted to. And once he started to be willing to learn, because he has autism, so up until then, he really struggled, and he has dyslexia. Up until now, he's really struggled. But then because that willingness was there, it started at around I'd say, just before his 12th birthday. And that was last September. Before then, he was so reluctant. It was a constant battle, which is why I ended up backing off and leaving it, because it was just resulting in more of a to and fro in between us than anything else really. So I just backed off and took that pressure off and left him to find his own way, and it worked. He then came to us wanting to learn how to read, and that allowed me to introduce it and work with him on that, and he started writing his own creative stories. But this was all because he wanted to. And because I waited till he wanted to, it took him about 5 weeks. We're still working on his spellings due to his dyslexia, but he can read fluently now. He can understand things. And he's writing. And he's doing it because he actually wants to now, and it's not forced upon him. And I think that's the difference. That's usually my general advice when it comes to that. I incorporate resources from places like the Brave Writer. I don't know if you've seen Julie's work, but I really do like some of her stuff and a lot of her work. And the Big Life Journal as well, I incorporate a lot of that stuff in, and that's quite encouraging along these lines.